You never guess where my controller is because it's up in that room right there. The asshole that gave it to me snatched it back. And he ain't gonna admit to it because this shit just turned on by itself and went into a game and the controller was nowhere down here. I literally just took everything out of here and put it all back together and it wasn't nowhere to be found, and I can't find it in my room anywhere too because I just looked in there too. So somebody in that house has my fucking controller because this thing just turned on by itself and went into a game, because you can't go into a game without a controller on an Xbox One. You can't go into a game anywhere without a controller, and I didn't even know MudRunner was in there, yo. I don't even know how it's on MudRunner now because I think MudRunner's upstairs in my game or in my room. I didn't. Never mind. Yeah. Somebody in that house has my fucking controller, yo. I find out who it is. Shit ain't gonna be pretty. Because people, see what I mean? People fuck with me. And they fuck with me because they don't think I'm gonna do shit. Well, I'm sick and tired of being the quiet one, boys. I really fucking am sick and tired of being the guy that doesn't do shit. I'm gonna start doing shit because I'm gonna get his ass. I'm gonna get his fucking ass. He tells me he ain't the person to fuck with, but he hasn't done shit so far. And I know damn well he has it because he's the only one in the house that would use an Xbox One. Because there was no way in hell, with me, with the side of my hip sitting right here, there was no way that button would have got hit, and there was no way that it would have went into MudRunner when this disc was already in it. Like, yeah, if I stick it in there, but this wasn't hanging out of there like that. It was already inside of the freaking Xbox, as you guys saw. So, somebody in that house stole my fucking controller, came right out here, came in here, snatched the shit, and went back upstairs. I'll tell you what, I find out who it is, I'm gonna make sure they never fuck with me again. I'm gonna set shit straight. I'm so sick and tired of people fucking with me, it's not funny. That shit pisses me the fuck off because there ain't no way in hell, because he forgot one thing, to disconnect the controller from my Xbox before my Xbox turned on. But that's not possible because in order to turn a controller on and get it to flash and search for another controller or search for another Xbox, you have to turn it on. And when you hit that power button, it's connected up to my Xbox and it turned the shit on. And it went into a game. Because he thought it was connected up to his. And like, somebody, I don't know if it's him, but because somebody in that house definitely has my controller and definitely just tried it out, see if it worked. Because that shit just turned on by itself and went into a game by itself. And it's not in here because I took this out, I took all this crap out. Nowhere to be found. Look down here. Nowhere to be found. And it's not even in my bag neither, because I literally emptied that shit out too. So, like, what explanation is there for that? Besides somebody stole my motherfucking controller, because that else will fucking prove. Because I do not have my controller down here. I bring it down here this morning, went to go upload a video, came back, the shit's gone. Like, I'm really glad I'm moving out of here soon because this shit's getting too much. Like, I had a good, well, it wasn't a good controller, but at least it worked, but somebody had to come back here and snatch it. And obviously they're close by, so I'm guessing it's somebody in the house. Because if there was somebody else that didn't live in here, that Xbox would not have just turned on. Because that's a hell of a freaking thing to do. Because my headphones don't reach the kitchen when it's upstairs in my room. And for that to come out here, that had to be a fresh pair of batteries. Because if that was the old batteries that were in it, it wouldn't have done that. You see how people fuck with me? And do you see why I carry this? Do you see why I'm not gonna use that, but that's just there so people know not to fuck with me. But obviously, like, I'm just gonna steal something of his, honestly. If I find out who it is, I'm just gonna snatch something of theirs that's expensive. And yeah, they ain't ever gonna see that again unless they want to make a little exchange for my controller back. I'll be like, yeah, bitch, you ever touch my shit again, we're gonna have a problem. Don't ever steal my shit again. That fucking pisses me off that whoever the fuck did that, they got a pair of balls for that shit. I don't even know how the hell it got a MudRunner so fast. Like, I didn't even see the screen turn on. Like when the monitor turned on, it was already in MudRunner. Like I can't even play MudRunner with that. And then as soon as it got into MudRunner, the controller disconnected. Like, it didn't do anything like when it got to the main menu, it didn't do anything. So obviously whoever did it disconnected the controller. But you see why I don't like leaving things out here. Like, I'm surprised he didn't take my fucking Xbox too. He's probably thinking, oh, he ain't gonna realize that's missing, but he won't. He's probably realize that's missing, but he won't realize if his controller's missing. Come on, how stupid do you think I am? The instant I came back, I realized that shit was gone. So I thought it was up in my room, but nope. I remember clearly bringing that shit down. But I ripped this all apart, and it ain't in there. So I don't know who did it, but staff sat there and told me, you're shit out of luck. So honestly, fuck every person that works in that house besides little old Denise, because little old Denise is just a little old lady. I don't know how anybody could have a problem with her. But fuck everybody that works inside that house beside her, because everybody in that house can just get the fuck out of my life, because they're a bunch of fucking assholes. And whoever took that controller, they're gonna fucking pay for it. Like, I don't give a fuck. They're gonna pay for that shit, whether I gotta smack it out of them or not. Because because whoever did it thinks they're slick. Whoever did it thinks I wouldn't notice my Xbox turning on by itself and going into a game. They didn't think about that one. Like, damn, dude. Like, what else? Probably, I don't know who the fuck it is, but obviously somebody in that house. Because I don't know anybody else that games in this house with an actual console besides the guy that I think that took it. I'm not going to say his name because I'm not going to do that shit. He tells me he doesn't have an Xbox anymore. Funny how when I went into your room, I saw an Xbox One box sitting right there with an Xbox One in it. I looked dead at that shit. Like, he thinks I'm stupid. He must think I'm really dumb, because that shit really pisses me off. Alright, my memory's about ready to run out, guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will catch you guys later. The missus is coming over again. Like, she got some rest at the house, and she said she's strong enough because she had a hell of a long night, so that's why she went home, because she literally took 2 hits of this wedding cake, and she was out. She called her mom right back, and her mom turned around and picked her up. Alright, guys, my memory's about to run out. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment, and deuces.